mean, they made it like we didn't know she was gonna be a crackhead. Girl, Talisa Rae, what's up? How you doing, Ray of Sunshines? We are reviewing Snowfall, season number 3, episode number 6, Confessions. Y'all, oh shit. Andre probably needs his own little segment now. So we're gonna have a Gustavo, a Teddy, a Franklin, and a Andre little segment because it looks like he has more happening. So I'm going to pull him out of Franklin. Let's start with Gustavo since his is the least. Last episode, Gustavo saw his brother Herman. This told him, hey, I need a gunman. I want you to move to San Diego, right? At the border, right where Mexico is. In case y'all don't know, it's San Diego, Mexico. Right there. Like, whoop, here's the line. San Diego, Mexico. Okay. So he goes to see a house with Miguel. Miguel is, I think, they say he was part of the Villanuevas, but I think he was their real estate agent. So he shows him this like little rundown house next to the train tracks, which I wouldn't want to live next to a train track, but I bet you they got that house for cheap. He did say, let's offer them cash so they can give it to him, give it to us. It needs a little renovation, but it'll be fine. The foundation needs some work, but it'll be fine. This will work perfectly. Find me an engineer that we can trust. Engineer for like the train, okay, y'all? But I know y'all knew that, so my bad. Well, Gustavo brings Herman and his family to the house. He shows them the house, and the sister-in-law, Herman's wife, says, listen, we may have a problem. We might not be able to move here because my ex-husband, Ivan, no, that's not his name. The son's name is Ivan, but when I said we were moving, he went ape shit crazy. You remember what he went to prison for? He must have killed a few people, must have lost his mind, blew up some houses or something. I want to know. Y'all know? Because we don't know yet. So how y'all going to know unless y'all read it somewhere? If y'all read it somewhere, let me know down below in the comments. Gustavo says, where does he live? That means he's going to handle it. He's going to kill him. Gustavo done killed a few people, okay, over the seasons of Snowfall with no problem. Let's talk Teddy. Because Gustavo was quick. So, we see Teddy, Julia, and Rigo, that's the Colombian, found out what his name was, in the club. It's now their club. They have offered cash to the owner, $750,000, I believe it was. Cash, walk away, it's ours. So they now officially are club owners, and, you know, hell, Teddy's all like, I would ask for my money back, but listen, let's just call it a gift. Let's get the planes back up. Run me my drugs. Like, let's do the drops. Like, I did what you were supposed to. Do what you're supposed to. Now, Julia looks super cute and sexy and hot to me, you know, for a white girl and everything, in her gold little dress. Now, it's the early 80s, so we coming out of the 70s, so that's why that dress has that 70s flair to it. But I think she looks really, really cute for a white girl. We see Rigo flirt with, first off, before we see him flirt with her, we see her do a line. She doesn't even hesitate. You remember how Teddy hesitated last episode? She went straight for it and said she be at home. She a mom. She finna go have a good time. Honey, the Colombian, he is like, I see you know how to have a good time. You're nothing like that DEA agent. Who is he talking about? Lorena. Because Lorena is a hard ass. Don't want to do nothing. Because she was really a DEA agent. She didn't cross over. So now she's on the dance floor with Teddy. And her and Teddy dancing or whatever. And she getting hot and bothered. And he was like, you ready to go home? And she was like, we own this place, don't you? My kind of fucking girl. Listen. She was hot and bothered. I don't need no house, no bed. We could just go over here upstairs. Hell, if you real with it, we could just go in this corner and lift this dress up. You pull my panties to the side. Like, that's the kind of woman I am. That's the kind of woman she strikes me as in this particular moment. And this is probably the only time that I like Juliet, whatever her name is. So Julia goes and visits Lorena's boss, Tony. And you know, he ain't show me some ID. We don't carry none, and I don't know who you are. He is not happy because Lorena is missing. Though the higher ups are saying she probably just switched over because that's what they do. That's what agents do all the time. He's all like, no, that's not her. I haven't heard from her. She's missing. The last time we saw her was with Teddy. She was going with Teddy to meet the Colombians. He is also known as Reed Thompson. When I tell you he ran down all the information about Teddy and Julia was sitting there uncomfortable because why? She fucks Teddy. She knows that what's happening is probably true. Tony's like, find out, figure it out. I don't want to hear nothing until you know something. Well, while Teddy and Julia are eating dinner, she brings it up. What's up? What happened to Lorena? And Teddy's ass, like, what the fuck, Teddy? You trust her so fucking much, like, with your life. Like, you spill the beans and tell her everything. We just saw last episode how her officials or her higher ups was like, he still trusts you? Yeah, he trusts me. This gonna backfire on him. He gonna have to kill Julia. What y'all think? Okay, maybe I'm reaching, but I feel like he's sharing way too much information with her ass. Like, way too much information with her ass. He is pussy whipped. Always has been, always will be. I know that's the mother of his child, but listen. Get your life together. Come on, Franklin. Let's talk Franklin. So when the scenes open up, Sissy is outside smoking her a joint, okay? Like, it's too much. Elton, who is a recovering addict, liquor specifically, comes out, sits and talks to her, and she says, I need to tell you something about Franklin because we know it's been bothering her forever. And I'm all like, I don't know. I know that's his dad, but they ain't cool like that. Like, Sissy, how you gonna just give up information like that? Well, Franklin goes over. Mom calls him over, and Elton wants to have a conversation with him. They talk about his cousin Jack, who was an informant and was killed by the FBI. And that's not what he wants for his life. Telling him to be careful with Reed. That once he's done with you, he'll use you up, he'll throw you away, give you to the wolves, kill you. Once you have no more usefulness to him. Use and usefulness gone, I don't need you. And he was speaking truth though. And you won't even see it coming. They will get rid of you and you wouldn't even know because they know everything about you. You would never see it coming. We see Franklin. You know, Franklin is brilliant. His mind is churning like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Well, next thing you know, Fatback, Franklin, Leon, and I don't know who the fourth person was because it wasn't Jerome, go to visit Ivy. I didn't know they were going to visit Ivy. Well, I guess I knew from last episode, maybe kind of, sort of. Anyway, he wasn't playing games with Ivy. Franklin say, you playing with my money. Run me my money. I need my money. Guns drawn. But guess what? Because I like you, Ivy, I'm going to give you some time. You got 48 hours to find out everything you know about Reed Thompson, including what his real name is. And I'll give you more time. Sits down like cool as a cucumber. All I'm thinking is this is the opportunity for everybody finna go down. Like, Ivy don't play no games. You come in there, guns blazing, guns drawn. No games played. See, because Franklin is like, I need to do my research. I'm not finna fall prey to that same shit that cousin Jack did. I need to know who I'm dealing with. I know he part of some agency. I need to know who I'm dealing with, and I need to be able to cover myself. And he takes his ass to the black bookstore. I couldn't understand what her name was. Okay, if y'all know what her name was, let me know down below in the comments. And he begins to do research on informants. One of the books that he picks up is The Spook Who Sat by the Door. Y'all ever read that? I've never read that. But it's on my list of things to read. Now, it wasn't high up, but maybe I'll have to push it up high because it's been on my list for some years now. If y'all read it, Let me know down below in the comments. He also is looking at some CIA files. Not some CIA, maybe FBI files. Some kind of files. Just getting as much information as he possibly can. Now, I don't know what the role that dude played in the back that was sitting there that came up, the one with the conspiracy theory. But I wonder if he plays a role and if we're going to see him again, or was he just an extra? Like, I feel like the writers, the producers, the directors of Snowfall, they have a motive behind every single thing that they're doing. So I wonder if we're going to see him again and what part he's going to play. But Reed and Franklin, they meet up because, you know, shit, we back in business. The Colombian is dropping those birds, okay, all through Mexico so that the war can be funded by drugs. But Franklin, he's all like, we've been working together for a while now. We ain't never sat down and had a bite to eat. Let's go eat, homie. Let's eat. Reed's all like, wait, no, we ain't, you know, but we ain't, now's not a good time. We got 25, you got $25 million in kilos in the back of your trunk. I was like, Franklin is the big man. When they dropped that number, 25 million in coke in your trunk, I was like, oh, you're a distributor. Oh, we're not playing any games. You're a distributor. Oh, you're the kind that they would do the RICO case on. Oh, okay. You're him. You like Freeway Ricky Ross. Like, what? Like, oh, okay. I mean, but we knew that. But I was just like, $25 million in coke? Like, you the man. You went from selling rocks? You went from selling weed to selling rocks to selling kilos? To selling kilos on kilos on kilos? But as long as the war is going, they need you. Once that war is over, they no longer need you. It'll be a war on you. I had to come back with that. While they're sitting at the table, they're conversing, and Franklin lets it be known, we don't have the same opportunities. Teddy gives that same ass white response. We all have the equal same opportunities as everybody else. We don't. We definitely live in two different Americas and still live in two different Americas. We do not have the same opportunities. We have to work twice as hard just to get half of what they have. Y'all don't get me started. Don't get me started with my power to the people, because don't get me started. Franklin gets paged and ends up needing to leave. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, that's got to be about Ivy. We don't know what the page is about or who it's from, but he ends up going to meet Leon at Jammin' Jerome's. Jerome wants all the way the fuck out. Listen, first off, Leon's like, I didn't want to say nothing in front of everybody else, but what's up with our connect? I heard you mention his name. What's up with our connect? Leon may act like he crazy, but he ain't crazy. He don't miss a beat. And Franklin's like, you know what? I'm handling it. I'll let you know as soon as I know. Now, remember, that was his downfall with Kev, not being inclusive. And I really hope that he trusts Leon enough to give him information. Because that was his issue with Kev. Y'all remember? Kev felt like he was nobody. Well, he was really doing all the work, Franklin, as far as like making the connections, but they was the ones on the ground. Not to mention Kev was on that shit. Franklin's main reason for stopping by there, because that's not where he was paged to, because he needed to store the drugs somewhere, put them with the inventory, and only for a short time, because Jerome asked, he wants out. He don't want no part of this shit. They came to the house. They're going to come here. Franklin's trying to reassure him, but that reassurance ain't shit. The page was, like I said, from Ivy. And when he goes to see Ivy, Ivy has a package. Ivy tried to jump bad. First off, Franklin went by himself. After having your guns drawn like that, you shouldn't have went there by yourself. But I understand why, because now you can't tell nobody. You don't really want them to worry and don't want nobody else to back out like fucking Jerome. But he gives him a file on Reed Thompson, because Ivy know everybody. Ivy told him, you forgot I put you on. Yeah, but I done took it to another level. But Ivy still know how to get all the information. He still has all the connects, and you really need to keep him as an ally, Franklin. But I think that Ivy respects him even more so because he was like, you ain't finna just not pay me my money. You think that's what we doing? And he said, I got some extra information for you. But it's going to cost you an additional week. All right, that's what's up. Like, long as we're bartering, as long as you don't think you getting over on me, we good, Ivy. So he found out that Matt is indeed Reed's brother. Which is very crucial. Because once you figure out that, and I don't think Matt's name was Matt. Wasn't it? His real name was Matt. They never changed his name, or did they? I don't think they ever changed his name. So now that you know how to get to me, you can get to me, right? He goes and he shares this information with Sissy and Elton. And Elton pretty much says, you know, they see who he was and how many different names he has or whatever and where he operated with the CIA. And Elton pretty much says, oh, he's isolated. He's on his own. You aren't on your own. So we can fortify you. You got enough money for us to fortify you, for us to cover you up, to protect you. But he out here in the wilderness. Now, I forgot to mention that Franklin went back to the bookstore and was looking at microfiche. Okay, look, that shows my age. Like, I know how to look up microfiche. I don't even know if they even still have microfiche anymore. But he looked up old articles so that he could figure out what the hell happened with Cousin Jack. Franklin is not no fool. Franklin asked his pops, like, okay, so tell me what the deal is, because the article say he had a single shot. So tell me what happened. When Elton reveals what happened, that really the Black Panthers wanted to torture him for being an informant, that he decided to take it upon himself to kill him, because I'd rather kill him myself to have him tortured. It was hurtful. You seen Sissy cry. You seen that it was something that he didn't want to do. That was family. And y'all saw when he walked in the door, he was happy to see. So it was something that he wasn't happy with. And Franklin was like, you had to do what you had to do, and I understand. And that's when Elton said, you know, that's when Elton was like, I don't want to see that happen to you. Franklin said, it's not. Franklin is that nigga. So, since we giving Andre and Mel their own little segment, let's give them their own little segment right now. After Mel got her ass whooped, she's at home and she's sulking with her earphones on in her bed. Face is fucked up. Okay, Sean fucked her up. Andre comes in and is like, you packed, you ready to go? You sulking? When you not gonna sulk no more? She was like, I want to go back to the original plan. I don't want to go there and look like this, and they think I'm some hood rat because my face is all fucked up. I needed to heal. You either go now, or you'll be calling them, telling them you won't be attending. She called his bluff. I ain't going. Fuck it. Mel's friend comes over to visit with her and actually brings her to reality. Like, I wish I had your life. Like, you have the opportunity to go to college and have it paid for, a full ride paid for. I gotta go to work. And she was like, you're right, and I'm going to go. I'm going to tell my dad I'm going to go. Red or grape Kool-Aid? Y'all know anything about red or grape? And what they say? Red. Because red could be tropical punch, red could be cherry, but red. Mel lets her dad know, you know what, I want to go back to school, but under these terms. We're going to take the road trip. We're going to stop in these two places. That way, it's in 3 weeks. That way, my face will heal up, and it'll be enough time. So I want to go. But I also want to go to this party tonight. It is, before I go, it'll get into, oh, wait, no, let me back up. He said, when do you want to leave? She said, tomorrow or the next, no later than the day after tomorrow, but there's a party tonight, and I want to go to that party, and so I can say bye to my friends. Like, don't give me no shit, I'm leaving. When her friend comes back over, they getting dressed, her friend is going through her shit like, girl, I keep this, I can keep that. You can't take this, you can't take that. And Andre comes in and he's all like, okay, ladies, I'm going to Louisiana. Y'all want something? Louisiana is a chicken place for y'all that don't live in LA. It is Louisiana fried chicken. That shit is bomb. It's like crack, okay? The one on Manchester and fucking Normandy always got a line coming outside the door. That shit is so delicious. I don't know what's in their batter, okay? I'm just going to be honest. Y'all ever come to LA? Go to Louisiana. The best one is on Manchester and Normandy, but I also go to the one in Compton on Rosecrans and Central. You don't get all this goodness from not eating good food. Anyway, he is eating his chicken, waiting on Franklin to come out of Sissy's house. He follows Sissy. He follows Franklin. It's easier for Andre to follow Franklin than anybody else, but Andre is riding on his ass. And I'm all like, Franklin, you need to be more aware, astute of what's going on. How is somebody riding that close to you and you don't know? Well, it don't matter. He was saved by the bell. The police officers pulled his fucking ass over. He had the nerve to be like, he put his hand, hey, brothers, put your hands on the steering wheel. You another nigga. You ain't shit to them. So I don't know what made you think that it was okay for you to reach out to them like y'all was friends. Y'all not. They don't know you wear blue. They don't know you bleed blue. Yanked his ass out, put him on the ground while he hollering, I'm from the 37th precinct. I'm an officer. When they let him go, they laugh at him. Let a hooker take your gun and your badge. They laugh at him. Ha ha, ha 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 ha. You're an idiot. Well, all the while, Mel is at the party. She sees her friend Reese, somebody she fooling with her little hoe self. Okay, she's not a hoe, but you know what I'm saying. She sees Reese. Reese say, I want to kiss it. She said, well, okay, come on, let's kiss it. They go to the bathroom. The bathroom is full of people. There's also someone sitting on the side of the tub smoking crack out of a makeshift pipe. When he comes back, he says to her, oh, what drug is that? What is that they doing? Let's try it. She initially says no. Now, she knows what crack is. She knows how detrimental it is. She knows that that's what her father is fighting against. She knows that that's what Franklin sells. But we knew that she was going to be a crackhead. We knew it. And what's funny is, people always wonder how does one start smoking crack after knowing how bad it was. At that time, people really didn't know how horrible or detrimental it was to people. But now when somebody say they do crack or do some dumb shit, anything, we be looking like, or even in the 90s, knowing that you saw how bad it was and how the effect, you would look at people like, why would you do that? Anyway, he says that they will do it together. She takes that first hit and her eyes get bugged the fuck out. She gets that high that they chase forever, endeavor. She's officially hooked. She's officially a crackhead. What we do know, though, is I only saw snippets of it, but she don't get in the car to go to Spelman. We see her fighting in the street or some shit. Listen, I can't wait to see it. And I know y'all said that was her at the beginning, but that wasn't her. It wasn't like it was a flashback, but I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, y'all, I don't see if I'm wrong. Listen, I don't have a problem with saying I'm wrong, but I feel like that wasn't like a correlation to the two of them. I don't know. Anyway, that is the end of the episode and my review of Snowfall, season number 3, episode number 6, Confessions. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this episode. Where you think we're going? We know she a crackhead. We see that Andre blames Franklin, or not even blames her, but asked him, where is my daughter? Like, he know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited about next episode. Honey, this is just getting better and better and better and better and better. If it's your first time visiting my channel, click the red subscribe button, become a ray of sunshine. You're there, click the notification bell so you won't miss another Snowfall review. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.